In the beginning, God created earth, the living, and heaven. He did it in 6 days because he rested on the seventh. He made Adam from dirt and all the animals too, but he let Adam name them, even the kangaroo. Then God took one of Adam's ribs while he was sound asleep, and when he awakened, he was blessed with his wife Eve. Now Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, along with 2 trees placed there for a reason: the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. One was off limits, but the other was fine. You see, God forewarned them, so they already knew that the tree of knowledge was not to be consumed. But the serpent convinced Eve, and she convinced Adam. So they ate the fruit, which may or may not have been an apple. When the fruit gave them knowledge, they realized they were naked. So they took some fig trees, and the first clothes were created. But when God found out they had to pay the price, the serpent ate dirt for the rest of his life. Eve was cursed with having childbirth pains, something women endure even to this very day. The crops were cursed with weeds due to Adam's mistake, making it harder to harvest food with all the thorns in the way. After being expelled from Eden, they gave birth to 2 sons, Cain the farmer and Abel the herdsman. Now Abel's life wasn't as long as he thought it would be, because his brother Cain killed him out of jealousy. You see, when God asked for an offering, Abel gave his first fruits, but Cain's little offering was much more reduced. Abel received God's approval while Cain did not. So Cain killed Abel for taking his number 1 spot. That's when God cursed Cain and sent him to no man's land, where he had a son Enoch and named a city after him. Now Enoch had many children, including Lamech, and Adam had another son by the name of Seth. At the age of 930, Adam passed away, and at the age of 912, his son Seth did the same. Lamech gave birth to Noah, but don't get confused. Methuselah had a son named Lamech, and Methushael did too. Noah gave birth to Japheth, Shem, and Ham, and a little while after they had to leave the land. As the human race continued to disobey God's commands, he had Noah build an ark out of his own 2 hands. Now this was no ordinary ark. It was pretty unique. It measured 450 by 75 by 45 feet. Noah boarded the ark with a pair of each living thing, 7 pairs of each clean animal, and 1 pair of the unclean. On the 600th year, 2nd month and 17th day of Noah's life, the earth rained for 40 days, destroying everything in sight. The earth remained flooded for 150 days. Then on the 7th month, they landed on the Ararat mountain range. Noah sent out a raven and 2 doves in search of dry land. A few months later, the whole earth was dry once again. When they got off the boat, all the raining had stopped. So Noah built an altar and offered clean animals up to God. So God put a rainbow in the cloud as a sign that never again would flood waters destroy all of life. All living creatures and plants were theirs to eat, except when there's live blood still left in the meat. Noah planted a vineyard which produced fine wine, and after a few glasses he was drunk in no time. That's when Ham discovered Noah sleeping naked in the tent, so he went to tell his 2 brothers, Shem and Japheth. Shem and Japheth laid a cloak over their father, so he never saw his nakedness, unlike their brother. When Noah woke up, he discovered what Ham had done, so he put a curse on Canaan, which was Ham's son. Noah's family grew larger and larger by the day, but at the age of 950, Noah sadly passed away.